Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is TT0 and today I'm gonna show you the second part of the video how to play Mortal Kombat X. However, because in the first part I am mentioning some important things that matter both in the first part and the second part, I suggest that you watch the first part before proceeding in the second part. Thank you. Now let's get started. In the second part we will talk about offense.
Ζήσεις, 7-6, ποιος, βάλ' το αγόρι μου, το βάλε!
Eladar! Umadar! Okay guys, I'm sorry, it's just some old memories. So in Mortal Kombat, in order to be good in offense, you have to be quick, you have to know when to strike, and you have to know how to strike. Also, it's very important to know a big variety of combos and moves, so in that way you make it harder for your opponent to know what your next move will be. Now, let's start with some more basic stuff. So in Mortal Kombat X, if you're attacking, your main purpose is to achieve as high damage as possible. And in Mortal Kombat, you can do that by doing a jungle combo, or simply known as combo. So what is combo? Well, combo is actually the amount of damage you can achieve without giving your opponent a chance to defend himself. And your opponent is unable to defend himself when he is in the air or when he is stunned by a combo or a special move. Now let's take a look at the move list of Raiden. So in order to start a jungle combo, first of all you have to hit your opponent, and you can do that by using a basic attack, a combo, or a special move. You can also use a crab or a throwable object. However, the last two ways don't allow you to start a combo. Now over here, I want you to take a look at the info that says frame data. So how does this info actually help us? Well, frame data actually tells us how many frames does it take for a combo to start and end. So in other words, it tells us how quick or slow a combo is. The startup tells you how many frames does it take for your character to make the first hit. The active tells you how many frames does it take for your character to end the basic attack, the combo, or the special move. And the recovery tells you how many frames does it take for your character to be able to start a new combo, basic attack or special move. So the two most important things here is the startup and the recovery. The startup is very important because in order to start a combo, you want to do a quick first hit, which it's more difficult for your opponent to block, or in the case you attack simultaneously, the guy with the lowest startup hits first. And the recovery is very important because when you start a combo, a basic attack or a special move, if you miss it, and by miss it I mean usually when your opponent blocks it, then he has a chance to attack back without you being able to block for a short amount of time. Now of course I'm not telling you to learn or remember all the frame data from each basic attack, combo or special move, but if you want to increase in level and be more precise inside the battle, having a general idea about the frame data of each basic attack, combo or special move, it's very important. Also, with a lot of training, you pretty much understand what hit has low startup or what combo or special move has a high recovery. However, when you start your attack, you don't only care about the startup and the recovery, you also care about leaving your opponent unable to defend himself. So that way you will be able to start a huge jungle combo. Now let's take a look at some combos while using Raiden. So as you can see, the main purpose is to hit your opponent while leaving him unable to defend himself in the air and continue hitting him in order to achieve a huge combo. There are some basic attacks, combos or special moves that allow you to do some follow-ups, and there are some combos and special moves that once you use them, your opponent is going to end up in the ground, in which case your combo ends. So as you can understand, you want to start your attack with something that has low startup and allows you for some follow-ups, and you want to end with something that you don't really care about the recovery but can achieve a lot of damage. Over here I want to mention that during a combo or at the end of it, you can use a special move if you press the buttons right and fast. However, there are some combos that once they are ended, you cannot use a quick special move as you can do in some other combos. Of course, in order to understand if you can use a special move or not at the end of a combo, you have to find it out by yourself. Now, let's do some talking about the special moves and more specifically how they work. So, in almost every special move in the game, if you press a specific button, you are going to change the special move. And in that way, depending on the special move, you get one of the following benefits. However, there are some special moves that once changed, they give you more than one of the following benefits. Now let's show some examples about how do the changed special moves work. So the first one, which is armor, what it actually does is that when you use your special move and it is changed, if your opponent hits you first, you will lose some of your HP, but your special move will go on. Because otherwise, if you didn't change your special move, if your opponent hits you, your special move will end there. For example, as you can see in the video, the special move that I use over here with Raiden, if it is changed, it gives me armor and it also gives me less recovery. So in that way, I kinda absorb Sub-Zero's hit, but I continue my special move, I hit him, and then I have a chance for a follow-up to increase my damage. And over here with Scorpion, if you use the special move, and the special move here is the teleport with the kick, if it is done without the enchantment, then it only does one hit. If you enchant the special move, however, it does two kicks, so it gives you a chance for a better follow-up, and it also does more damage. Or for example over here, the Pro Evolution tackling from Scorpion, in its simple form it does 11% damage, but if it is enchanged, it does 15% damage. Now let's talk about some general tips. My first tip to you is that you can both dash and run during a combo, because there are some combos or special moves that when they are used, they throw your opponent a couple of meters away. Essentially, you can use the dashing or the running mechanic in order to get close to them and continue your combo before they end up on the ground. Another tip is that when your opponent is in the corner, it's more easy for you to achieve bigger combos with more damage, because when you hit him, he stays in the same place. So you generally are trying to put your opponent in this difficult position. So when you're defending, you should try to find a way in order to leave the corner, and when you're attacking, you should try to find a way to put your opponent in the corner. Characters with some sort of teleport are very good when you're facing this type of situation. Another thing that usually people forget about is the grab. So the grab is very useful when your opponent is good in defense, and in that way you can hurt him doing a small amount of damage. Also, you can use a grab during a combo. So if you do a couple of hits and your opponent is still in the air, you can use the grab and it still counts as combo. And my fourth and last tip to you is that you should always watch out your fatigue and your super metal. You lose fatigue when you are dashing backwards, when you're running, or when you use a breaker. You lose 1 bar of the super metal when you enchant a special move, and you lose 2 bars of the super metal when you use a breaker. So you have to be careful and think about how is the game going before using a breaker or a special move. You also need a full super metal bar in order to use your character's X-ray. However, if you do some training and play a couple of hours, you will find out by yourself that using the X-ray is not that useful and awesome as you thought it is in the beginning. So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed both the first part and the second part, and I also really hope that I helped you in some way to understand the Mortal Kombat X. Remember that if you are curious about something which I didn't explain in the video, feel free to ask me any questions that you have in the comment section below, and it will be my pleasure to help you and try answering these questions. So that's all. I really thank you for watching this, guys. It means a lot to me, and have a nice day.